Story of Prophet Ilyas salam. Prophet Ilyas or Elijah salam was a descendant of Prophet Harun salam. His father was Yasin bin Fanhas bin Aizar bin Harun. The prophethood of Ilyas salam began after the death of Prophet Solomon salam. After Solomon died, his kingdom was divided into two halves, Israel and Judah. The relationship between Judah and Israel grew increasingly distant. The Israelites began to worship idols and were led by a king named Ahab. He was one of Israel's most evil rulers. He and his wicked wife, Jezebel, began building temples with idols and worshiped a huge idol that had 4 faces, named Baal. People who rejected idols and obeyed the prophet were severely tortured or put to death. Prophet Ilyas salam called them to the truth, forbade them to worship idols, and warned them of the judgments of Allah Almighty. He tried hard to make them understand that their idols were powerless, but the people of Israel rejected his teaching. Prophet Ilyas salam invited the king Ahab to end his cruelty and return to the way of Allah. But King Ahab did not want to hear what Prophet Ilyas said. In fact, he was very angry. King Ahab ordered his army to capture and kill Prophet Ilyas salam. Prophet Ilyas was terrified of being killed by his own people, so he decided to hide somewhere safe. Prophet Ilyas went and hid in a cave for a while. As time passed, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sent a 3-year drought. Everyone suffered, but they continued to pray to Baal for help until finally most people died of starvation. Those who remained regretted their past deeds and asked Prophet Ilyas to pray to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for rain and end their punishment. Many of them repented and declared their faith in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Soon it rained heavily and the farmland became fertile again. After some time, however, the people forgot Allah and went back to being idolaters. One day, when Prophet Ilyas salam was resting, the angel of death came. Prophet Ilyas salam became sad and cried when he heard the angel's word. The angels asked, "Why are you crying? Are you afraid of facing death?" The prophet replied, "No, there's nothing that I regret except that I can no longer pray to Allah, while those who are still alive can continue to praise Allah." At that time, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala ordered the angel of death to delay and give Prophet Ilyas salam the opportunity to worship in accordance with his requests.